Aliens, the final frontier. What do we know about them? Where do they come from? And what are their intentions? Hey guys, it's me, Canic HD, and today we're going to be talking about Run 2025. This movie has been circling around nowhere. It has no TikToks, no reviews, no anything, and to be honest, I was even worried about covering it. The things we do know about this movie: it's a Tubi original, and it actually released in the theater near me for like 1 week. So without further ado, let's blindly get into it. The movie starts with a small group of people, but we don't know exactly what, because they're all on a boat and they all have left. There's nothing. There's really nothing here. It's just, you know, they're on the lifeboat and they're going somewhere. All of a sudden, someone wants to fight someone else, and then someone dies and gets stabbed. But it turns out that wasn't the only guy with the knife, because someone else stabs another guy, and then another guy, and then another guy. Okay, what a weird start. And there's now a military person talking to their mom. Nice dialogue, but it's a lot of nothing. It's really boring. And then we cut back to a scene where, is this Europe? Is this Italy? Hold on a second. I thought... Are these refugees coming to like a country? I thought I was watching Run 2025. The cover had the alien on it. Okay, so it turns out no. The last 30 minutes I was just watching Run 2025. Not to get confused with the actual Run I wanted to watch, the other Run 2025. But even then, I almost got it confused with the other Run 2020. Or maybe we're talking about Run, or this Run, or that other Run, or the other Run. But the point is, right, there's a shit ton of Run movies, and I off the website that I was watching the wrong one. So I wasted 30 minutes of watching the wrong movie, and it was so boring. But now it's time for the actual Run review. So the movie starts off with this lady running away from something with green blood on her and some kind of gun. It pans away and you see more aliens coming to Earth. It's got me on the edge of my seat already. But then it cuts to black and then it says Run. Kinda tough if you think about it. Then we get into this guy's cabin. It's some guy, and I think he just lives out in the woods by himself with his dog. And he hears his dog barking outside. And then he goes out to look for him to see if he's there. Dog's name Roger. Roger! So as he's looking, he looks into the forest. You know, you would think he would be looking for a dog right below you. But for some reason, he sees a 7-foot being run right past him. And he's like, Roger, is that you? He says it like 3 more times. Turns around, instantly, he got murdered in plain sight. You might be thinking the same things I did, right? This guy looks familiar. Wait, I swear I know this guy from somewhere. Where is he from? He's actually the face model of Nick from Left 4 Dead 2. That's crazy. And even further to add on to that, right? I think the directors knew this because they decided to kill him and leave him in the Left 4 Dead 2 death pose. A little great homage, I guess, right? But so far, we're already getting off to a great start. Cut to black. Third intro for this movie. Now we're at a wedding. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Okay, look, I'm not even a movie critic or anything, right? But I know a movie shouldn't have 3 intros before we get to the main story. I don't think we needed 3 intros, but whatever. Wedding day happens, right? So this character named Melissa is getting married to Andre, right? And the bridesmaids are, you know, just talking. But all of a sudden, Melissa thinks she's not ready to get married. Very intense moment for most people. And she gets cold feet.
Go away, please.
Hi, Dion. You know we're not leaving until you open up this damn door.
She says she's not ready to get married anymore and basically calls off the wedding while everyone is outside waiting there, food ready, everything paid. The day is basically at 1,000%. And she left her now fiance again at the altar, which is great because we all know that weddings are cheap. So they all go back to someone's house and they say, we're going to have a girls trip to make you feel better. And she's like, yeah, I'll decide on getting married after the girls trip. And I'm going to let the guy know that I'm going to go on this girls trip first and then get married. But if you guys don't know, marriages / weddings is what really costs a lot of money. And I'm talking about minimum $10,000. So if someone gets stood up, I'm pretty sure one of them wouldn't be too happy about just losing $10,000. And these guys already showed up, so you have to pay them. But I guess Andre just kind of took that and was like, yeah, you know, 10,000, I just lost like $20 on the floor. It sucks, but you know, it happens.
She didn't have my back too much because she canceled the wedding the day of. I'm just saying.
Which I think it's very chill reaction for a lot of money lost, but that's just me though. Okay, the gang now goes to the cabin, right? Except the difference is we see every step of the way. So obviously they're in traffic because it's LA, right? Traffic montage. Stop at a gas station because, you know, it's 2-hour drive. Nothing really notable here besides, you know, the fact that they're hyped to really hang out, except for maybe the gas station, like cash register guy. Like they're having fun buying a bunch of alcohol, which is a little weird, but you know, who doesn't buy alcohol, right? As they're checking out, he's like checking it and he's like, a lot of liquor.
Are you okay? Is that a problem?
A lot of liquor.
Is that against the law?
Okay, bro. Like, I mean, honestly, yo, I would be a little pissed because I'm like, yo, stay in your lane, dog. This is not even for. Don't even worry about whatever I'm buying, bro. Plus, this gas station is like miles out. I don't even know why this was included. Like, time to go back to the cabin now, so that's cool. Okay, so they finally arrive to their cabin, their Airbnb. I don't really know what it is, but after that happens, it turns out they don't have any cellular service. Oh my god.
Hi, anyone got service? I gotta call Avery and I got nothing.
Oh, nope. Nothing. Dead zone for me.
Oh my god, somebody could kill them out there. But nobody really cares. It's just, you know, they're like no phone vacation, am I right, guys? Which, you know, I get, you can't really do anything. Guys, I'm glad you didn't watch this because honestly, don't be disappointed. It's a lot of dialogue and a lot of like slice of life activity. And what I mean by that is, in this next scene, they're all around the campfire for 5 minutes talking about filler conversations like,
I don't need no man.
Wait, what? But I'm gonna need some tea.
skip this part. It's just straight talking. There's only one person spitting, and that was the older lady.
Relationships with the right person is amazing.
I got me to like her. I think her name is Donnie, I think. And then after that whole grouping together, right, what happens is she calls her man. The only way this woman actually gets cell reception is if she goes outside, inside the forest, or right in front of it. Is there any cell reception? Which is pretty convenient, but you know, I understand, right? Her man's is talking to Andre, which is the only other important character. And then he's like, yeah, Andre's not doing so well. She's like, maybe you guys should come up. And then he's like, maybe we should. We actually will come up. End call. Saved you another 20 minutes. This giant figure passes by behind her, making zero sound. Maybe like it's as loud as the wind, you know. Shout out alien technology for, I guess, being super quiet, except for the fact that he passes by again, and now it's louder than before. And then she realizes, yo, who's out there?
Hello? Hello?
Okay, she looks back behind her. A light turns on, showing the shadow of the alien, but the problem is there was a fucking editing error that I noticed that the common person didn't notice. Actually, no, I think the common person would notice because it's just really funny. It shows the alien, and then he flips upside down, and then the lighting flips upside down too for a millisecond, and then it cuts off. But whatever. Scary alien. Oh shit, she notices there's a big-ass alien on the tree. Time to get out of there. As she's bolting back to the cabin, boom. What do you think that means? She got uppercutted? She got slashed? No. She gets run into, like turns into powder. I don't even know how to react to that. To be honest, I was more overwhelmed by the fact that my favorite character died first. I thought she was cool. She made some really good points to Melissa, and now she's dead. Rest in peace, I think, Donnie. Also, she screams in the middle of the night, loud, like super duper loud, and nobody hears it. Okay, the morning comes. Now we get the perspective from Melissa. I'm gonna call her Melissa because Melissa, that as listed on the fucking IMDb, sounds stupid. So I'm gonna call her Melissa because I keep fucking it up. So Melissa, woman, the main character. You don't need to know about the rest of them. Melissa wakes up and she goes to the living room. Everyone's there looking at the TV. As she walks in, the breaking news happens, or at least they're reacting to it because, you know, they're all there for some reason. And it turns out aliens have taken over all of the world at the same time in like 1 second, where they're just destroying all of our main monument building. They didn't go anywhere else besides those main monument buildings.
Sphere-like, metallic, government-tested ships have been sighted.
Alien invasion is that fucking big that it's over. We're already outnumbered at once. I think they think it's the military, or they're confused, and the news station. I'm pretty sure these giant UFO things on every location is not just a different country. And obviously the gang is scared because they're like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm scared.
I would be shitting my pants personally. But then all of a sudden as they're talking, they're like, wait, where's Donnie?
Wait, has anybody seen Jenny?
No.
They go out. Actually, I just found out her name is Jenny because as they're going outside, they're screaming, "Jenny, where are you, Jenny?" And they're making jokes, so it's not it's actually pretty realistic, as in like, haha, funny moment, like trying to lighten up the mood.
Dude, no, there's all types of crazy people and animals out here.
But it doesn't matter because they found her dead body, right? It's just like a regular, it's just her laying there with a little bit of blood. I don't even know what these aliens do. Do they like eat them? I mean, if they ate them, you know, you would think they would eat the whole body, but a lot of questions being brought up right now. I don't really understand. And to be honest, they actually don't have bad acting with this because it actually seems like they're actually upset. I mean, I would shit on it if it was actually bad.
Hang on. Jenny, oh my God. No, stop it. We are not gonna leave her body here. Oh, yes, we are now.
Pretty realistic to what I would expect people to feel like if their friend died. But yeah, they all go back to the cabin and someone says, "Wait a minute, she died to something. Let me go get my gun in the car."
I'm going to the car to get my gun and charge my phone, okay?
I mean, I think this is a good idea. As she goes to the car, she gets the gun from the passenger seat. She's like, "I got it." Alien slowly pops up from the passenger side and is this giant figure. As she has the gun in her hand, she drops it and runs out of the car. Oh, that's your only line of defense and you're telling me you dropped it. Whatever, the alien breaks the window and crawls in. Except when she's outside, the window isn't broken anymore, and then he turns around. And as she's running in, he grips her by the fucking vest and then drags her back. Yo, to be honest, I can't even explain this. I'm just gonna put it up. And then she lands in the car and then I guess dies because she doesn't, you know, come back ever again. Rest in peace, her. Like I said, these names don't really matter. The gang runs back inside out of fear, as anyone should. And as they get back inside, they see the breaking news is showing full-on proof that it's over for the whole world. Everyone's being attacked all at once by these giant aliens. And good luck out there, buddy, because it's over. We're all dead. And it's showing footage of people getting murdered live on fucking camera, which is...
You're about to see. Very graphic.
And yeah, no, you would think these aliens would be shredding people apart, right? They're like, boom, boom, they're swinging. Nah, they're just running. They're just running past people. Like, even you could see in this clip right here, he's running and blood just shows up behind him. And that's their main form of killing somehow. It could have been a little more creative with this. But yeah, no, they just kind of like stand there and kill somehow. Her friend is saying, "We should go get out of here. We should run." And she's like, "No, you heard them. We're gonna stay here," which it makes sense. The gang is coming. This gang 2, the squadron, the platoon. Well, it's not a squad, it's 3 people, but the guys are finally coming in as requested by the other lady that's now dead. But as they're coming in, they hear the radio and then they're like, "Yo, aliens are taking over. Good luck, guys." And those guys are like, "Well, that's real? It's crazy. I thought that was a joke." They're like, "Yeah, I think it's real, but let's hurry up." Okay, so as Andre and his pals pull up, one of them decides to stay, which is Jenny's boyfriend, husband. These guys are too old to be having boyfriend, girlfriend. That's just me. But Jenny's boyfriend stays in the car, and then the original gang, all the women are like, they come out, they're like, "Yo, get in, hurry up." And she says her iconic line that they gave her. They all run, except the guy that's in the car, because the guy in the car had an alien land on the fucking hood of the car and get slimed out right away by just grabbing him. He gets one tap, dude. This man, he didn't even duck or cover. That man, it was over, dude. He's dead now. Rest in peace, him. We saw him get murdered. They all go back inside, and one of the ladies like panicking like crazy. She was like, I gotta go.
I can't stay here. I need to go.
She runs to the door like the aliens aren't in that direction. What the fuck? And obviously the gang stops her and beats the fuck out of her. Nah, they don't beat her, but they just stop her. The new news broadcast comes up saying alien invasion is happening. The president is gonna step in. The president steps in. My fellow Americans, these aliens respond to movement, so running outside won't work. Stay inside and stand still. That's all we know for now. And he's word for word says,
but most importantly, they are extremely sensitive to the smartphone LED flashlight. There's something in that light.
These aliens are smart and they won't go inside your house if they don't feel threatened, because yeah. And then they show conspiracy theorists saying, shine them with your flashlight. I was right the whole time. Area 51 was hiding some shit. Wow, dude, it's not like we have multiple sources confirming the fact that aliens exist for fun multiple times. But yeah, no, conspiracy theorist said, I knew I was right. And he gets jumped by a bunch of aliens. Even though he had his flashlight out. I guess he wasn't pointing at the aliens, so they just murdered him.
Oh my God.
He should have kept his light to the side.
Say up.
They also talk about later how, oh yeah, the aliens are weak in the head, but they're like, it's an advanced vibranium armor in their body built in. And so one of the guys is actually, that's convenient because I served like 20 years in the military as a Marine.
I'm an ex-Marine, so shooting targets is my specialty.
I'm like, how convenient. President of the United States, they tell us all that it's over. It's genuinely over. It's so over that they cut our power lines and the US will now be destroyed by the aliens.
Our world, as we knew it, will be destroyed. We will rebuild, and God bless America.
They decide to make a plan. Someone has to make distraction on the other side of the house and the other guy will run for the gun, right? They send out one of these ladies in the back to like just make a loud noise to scare all the aliens, to, you know, distract them to go to her. And you know, it works for their plan. And then the other team bolts for the gun, or the gun in the car specifically. And for some reason, as they're going for the gun, one of the ladies goes with them and says, oh, I need to charge my phone. So she plugs her phone into the car. Instead of leaving it there, she just kind of sits there and waits for it to charge. Okay. While they're in the car, the person in the back distracting the alien obviously attracts an alien. It like lands right behind her, and as you can see, this thing's like 7 feet tall. But thankfully she has these pens in her hand and then goes with the... It actually hurts the alien and she gets to survive for now. Back to the people in the car. As she plugs in her phone, it's like some comedy shit, dude. As she plugs in her phone, the alien just kind of like gets up. And then he doesn't do anything. But he looks at her, she screams. The guy with the gun actually tries to shoot him. He has lightning reflexes. But as he's shooting that alien, another alien grabs him and fucking drags him on the ground. Takes our most vital asset in this movie, the sharpshooter veteran. It's over. It's so over. They just murdered our asset. Oh, fuck, dude. There's no way he lived that. It's literally impossible. So the person in the car that's charging her phone, right, is there. And then the alien that's in the back is still alive, obviously. So he just fucking... he like chokes her. At a convenient time for everyone else to come in and see her get her neck snapped right when they show up. Which, to be honest, these aliens murder people way faster. He could just literally rip her throat out. As the lady's crying like a little scaredy cat. Third lady is like, yo, we should find some weapons, to be honest. Cause we need to fight. And Andre's like, I already checked for weapons. Really, Andre? You checked every single inch of this fucking building? So she goes to the basement right away. As she goes to the basement, an alien crashes through the window where the other two are at. Beelines for her, except the difference is it never shows where he enters from. And like, it doesn't show them reacting to the fact that, yo, an alien just broke into the house. So she's going downstairs, alien crashes through, beelines to the downstairs, and goes to her like on some alien isolation type of thing. She sees the alien comes down, she hides and slowly tries to escape with her phone out, and thankfully she had the light on because the light ended up saving her life. So she flashes the alien, goes upstairs, and honestly didn't even hurt the alien. It just kind of like, it shocked him. It's like blowing like sharp air. Like, you know, when you do the glasses test, you know, where they shoot the eye, like the air in your eye. It kind of, I think it just did that to him. I thought this shit would melt them, bro. This does nothing to them. It literally just, they tank it. And it's like, whatever, dude. She goes upstairs, and as she's going upstairs, they're just gonna grab her by the shoulder and throw her back in. And she's gone. She's gone for the rest of the movie. She's dead. She's dead. That's how this movie works. Melissa checks up on Donnie and she sees her get murdered, or at least thrown down the stairs. And then alien jump scare is about to get her too, except Andre comes in with an all-might haymaker of doom. I don't even know what kind of fucking power this man has, but it's strong enough to set back an alien. He was like, doom. Okay, now this scene was pretty funny because they see the windows and then all the aliens just pop up. It's showing like 10 of those aliens appearing. I guess this whole time they set up traps to kind of blow up the house in case this were to happen. And yeah, as they're talking, there's a sentimental moment. Andre's like, I love you 3000. I have to sacrifice myself because if not, the aliens are coming for you too. And she's like, no, please. And I understand. I mean, that sucked. But honestly, this is your fault to begin with. You left them at the altar. You know, the aliens wouldn't have invaded if you didn't leave them at the altar. Real game theory going on right now. Butterfly effect could happen anywhere. So yeah. And I guess takes out a lot of aliens. I don't know. It doesn't say. And to be honest, there were Molotovs there. He could have just threw one in and survived, but Oh no, I lied, because when the house blew up, an alien just jumped from the second window unfazed, unburnt, and goes after Melissa in the car anyways, so. What a futile attempt, you know? And yeah, she's checking for a gun in the back seat, right? But as that's happening, the alien pops up right in front of her car and then just kind of flips it over like it was some Gmod fucking car. There's some plot holes here that I didn't think about. So she gets out of the car, slightly hurt. She runs away towards the forest, and that alien that flipped over goes chasing after her. Tell me why. Why does the alien see her trip on the floor and he jumps over her? When in the video, we saw they just run through people and murder them, right? Don't know. And then as she gets up, she finally gets to shoot one point blank in the head. Boom, that alien's dead because that's her weak spot. And it lands on her. But she's gonna just push it off like nothing, like it's a regular body. You would think these aliens that could one arm a regular 200-pound person, that could flip over cars, if those aliens could do all that, you would think they would weigh as much as, like, maybe minimum as much as a horse. But no, she just kind of takes it off like nothing. And I'm nitpicking right now because the movie's almost over. And then the movie cuts right back full circle to the beginning of the movie where she sees the planes fly by. It's so dramatic, and then they nuke that area. Then the credits cut in. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's also this scene that happens right after. A little Avengers Endgame after credit scene. Look at that. You see that? She got abducted by aliens. Are we gonna get a Run too? That was the movie Run 2025 with the alien on it, not the other one with the Somalis on it. This movie was great. It was fun to watch. It was really enjoyable. Nobody requested me to do this. I did this to myself. And yeah, I actually had a great time watching it. I thought it was really funny. Except when you make a video, you have to watch this like 3 or 4 times. So after the first run, this movie wasn't really fun anymore. How you get it, Run? This movie is a Tubi original. Go ahead and watch it yourself. It's great. You're gonna miss out on all the dialogue that I covered through because the movie has a lot of it. The dialogue is very, very filler. It's like me talking to a regular guy next to me and that's it. It's not really crazy. They're just like, what should we do? I don't know, but I love you. Are you sure? Yeah. And it's like fucking... Thankfully, the movie's only an hour and a half long. What would I say? What would I rate it out of 10, right? IMDb gives it 2.8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. This movie was fantastic. The alien was great. And I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I have so much fun. Look at me. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.